Imagine this. A man marries a real-life princess and turns down every privilege that comes with royal life. Sounds like a fairy tale flipped on its head, doesn't it? But that's exactly what Christopher O'Neill did. When he quietly celebrated his 51st birthday on June 27th, not a word was said by official royal channels. No photos. No posts. As if the man never existed in their world. But who is Christopher O'Neill, and why does his silence speak louder than any royal trumpet? To understand, we have to rewind 15 years to the glittering skyline of New York City, where a British-American financier met Swedish royalty.
It was the summer of 2010.
Princess Madeleine of Sweden had just gone through a very public breakup and was seeking refuge from the media circus. That's when Chris entered the picture, charming, grounded, and exactly what she needed. By October 2012, the couple announced their engagement. Swedish tabloids rejoiced. The princess had found her prince.
Or so they thought.
Fast forward to their lavish wedding in 2013, and shock rippled across Europe when Chris refused the title of prince. Yes, refused.
No royal title.
No palace obligations. He would remain simply Mr. Christopher O'Neill.
Why?
The reason was strikingly practical. Chris was, and still is, a successful businessman. Accepting a title meant he'd have to abandon his career to perform ceremonial duties. "I wasn't born into royalty," he explained. "I'm Christopher O'Neill, the son of Paul O'Neill, a family man with his own identity.
I wanted to keep that."
And that one decision had long-reaching consequences. By rejecting a royal role, he automatically forfeited official recognition from the royal court. That's why, when his birthday came and went this year, the royal family didn't even blink online. No messages.
No fanfare.
Not even Princess Madeleine shared a post, opting instead to keep things private. In an age obsessed with sharing every latte and sunset online, this might seem odd. But for Chris, it's a deliberate choice. From the beginning, he made it clear, privacy above all else. "Everything she does, and therefore everything I do, is watched, analyzed," he once said. "I find it awkward just running into a store in sweatpants to buy a Coke, only to be filmed by a stranger." This commitment to privacy was even more evident in 2014, when their daughter Leonore was born. Reporters camped outside the hospital, eager for baby details. Chris shut them down. "We have a name, but I won't say it.
I'd like to, but I'm not allowed to."
When asked if he'd bought a gift for his wife after childbirth, he smiled and replied, "Yes, but she needs to see it before anyone else. It fits in a small box, not a big one." Over the years, Chris and Madeleine welcomed 3 children: Leonore, Nicholas, and Adrienne. They lived far from royal duties, nestled in the comfort of life in America. But that changed recently. Last year, the O'Neills moved back to Sweden, settling in Stockholm's upscale Östermalm district. For Chris, used to blending in stateside, life under the Swedish media's microscope has been an adjustment. And yet, he stays true to who he is, appearing publicly only when needed, standing quietly beside his wife as she fulfills her royal responsibilities. Just recently, the spotlight turned to the O'Neill family again, when little Adrienne made her first official royal appearance. Chris, ever in the background, stood silently by. But his presence spoke volumes about unity, support, and love. Chris O'Neill's story is more than a royal footnote. It's a rare tale of choosing identity over fame, integrity over tradition. In a world obsessed with status, likes, and titles, he chose a different path. One of quiet strength, family devotion, and staying grounded.
His uncelebrated birthday?
Not a snub, but a symbol of everything he stands for. Because the true fairy tale here isn't about tiaras or titles, it's about knowing who you are, and refusing to change just because the world expects you to. And maybe that's what makes Chris and Madeleine's love story so extraordinary. Not because it's royal, but because it's real. Thanks for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next episode, where we'll lift the curtain on another royal mystery. Until then, stay curious.
Crown.